All right, everybody, we're going to take a look here at Copart. I decided because this video was running too long to just go ahead and do a slight voiceover. Then we're just going to go into some music and let you guys enjoy that without listening to me ramble on. This is the Subaru Forester, and as it turned out, if you can see on the sides, you can see tape that used to cover the doors. That tape says evidence, which means this was obviously impounded by police, federal, something like that, and it was used as evidence. Who knows if it was a drug car or if it was used in a drive-by shooting, it's anyone's guess. But the car itself is very clean, inside and out, runs absolutely great, low mileage. I do want to warn you before we get too far into this video, there is one particular vehicle that does have quite a bit of blood all over the interior. And I really debated on whether to record that or not, but I had so many people asking, have you ever seen blood? I thought I'd go ahead and share this with a disclaimer, a warning that yes, there is blood. Yes, you do see blood at these auctions, cars that are in major accidents. And in this case, you'll see one that wasn't even in a major accident. Yeah, sometimes there's quite a bit of blood. And I'd like to ask you to, cut me a little slack here. This is my first time using the GoPro combined with the Karma stabilized grip, and it's a work in progress, I'll say. As you can see, though, this GoPro, you'll see further in the video, this GoPro is great for being able to get wide shots underneath the car. This allows you to look at the suspension as well as engine, transmission. I mean, this GoPro is kind of a godsend when it comes to being able to get into tight places and get a clear view of what's going on under the car. You'll see that later when we look at the Veloster. So far, I'm really happy with this, and you'll see coming up in just a second on this Saturn, I really started getting the hang of the stabilized gimbal. Things here start becoming a lot smoother, and it'll continue, getting smoother throughout the video. Like I said, just cut me a little bit of a break here, a little bit of slack. This Saturn right here, I for the life of me can't figure out why it's even at Copart. It said rear damage. I found nothing. I mean, in some of the pictures, I thought the paint on the front didn't match, but the paint matches all over. There's no hail damage. I've looked under the hood everywhere. All the little nuts, bolts, clips, everything are in place. Everything looks pristine on this one. So I don't know. If you guys see something that maybe I missed, definitely let me know. But I can't find anything wrong with it anywhere. Anyway, this would be a great vehicle. For the life of me, like I said, I don't know why it's salvaged, but it is what it is. 111,000 miles. I love it. Unfortunately, it's probably going to go for more than what I have to spend. I really hate doing voiceovers like this, and just give me a little time to get the hang of everything. It was extremely windy today, and unfortunately, there was just no way of using the stabilized gimbal and an external mic, and it is what it is. We just had to cut the audio out. But let's jump out of here. I'll let you guys listen to some music, and then we'll come to some final thoughts at the end of the video.
To places they were only just for now. We'll make it through somehow. It's not your fault. You won't be lost forever. You're in the dark. Your soul will find its way. You're not alone. I'm here to stay.
All right, so a couple final thoughts before we jump out of here. Number one, like I said earlier, the GoPro is amazing for getting into tight spots, places where maybe you couldn't even get your head down under to see what's going on. You can stick that GoPro in there, and oh my God, even in really low light conditions, the quality is spectacular. Now, keep in mind, all of this was recorded in 4K, and I dropped it all down to 1080 because there's just absolutely no reason to do this in 4K, at least not right now. The Veloster obviously had a broken, bent control arm. Looks like that's pretty much the majority of the damage. The Saturn Outlook, I really want. I know some of you wanted me to look at the Cadillac. I just didn't have time. That Cadillac, I think, was an ATS. I would have loved to have checked it out. Just didn't have time because I had a lot more things to get done. Had to go to LKQ today. The Jeep video is going to be coming in a little bit. Stay tuned for that. I finally got it finished. Okay, the Veloster. Who fills their car full of trash? You know, in the pictures, that car looked great. So if you had bid on that car sight unseen, imagine how you would have felt if that car had been delivered to you looking like that. That car, it's a clear title, but it shouldn't be. That car should be salvaged. And how about that Lincoln Navigator? I hope whoever was in it was okay. Obviously, they were bleeding pretty badly. Walking around the car, I can't figure out what happened. I mean, it doesn't look like it was a severe accident. The airbags didn't go off or anything. Somebody was definitely injured in that, no doubt. So for those of you that were asking, do you ever see blood in any of these vehicles? Absolutely. And I can't stress enough that you need to look at these vehicles in person. You should really inspect them in person. Personally, that is not a vehicle I would want. Even if it was in pristine condition, I wouldn't want to touch it. I think my favorite car out of all of those was the Outlook. Really, really love that SUV and can't understand why it would be salvaged. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to wrap this video up. I got a couple questions for you. Typically when I go out and look at cars at Copart, you know, I talk while I'm looking at the car. So would you guys prefer that I just do the cars at Copart with no voice, just throw some music in the video and let you guys follow along, watch and listen? Or do you prefer when I look at the cars and, you know, narrate as I'm looking through them as well? Comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are on that, because, you know, I'm kind of torn on it myself. So I'm gonna let you guys decide. Definitely comment. So you know, majority rules here. And I guess last but not least, as these videos are in 4K, it takes a lot longer. It's a lot more work to edit. Using the gimbal is something that is going to take a little more practice to get just right. But tell me what you think of the video, you know, versus me using my cell phone before. Do you like the new video quality? Do you like the direction I'm going with all of this? Please, I urge you, leave me a comment below. I will read all of them, even though I probably can't respond to them all. And, you know, if you love what this video is about, if you like the content, the way things are going, please don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. It really helps me with interactions on YouTube and to get more views. So please, thumbs up this video and stay tuned, because I'm about to start editing this massively long video on the Jeep and cutting it down so you guys can watch it without getting bored. As always, like, comment, subscribe, stay safe out there, and I'll catch you in the next one.